Hi everybody from Boys and Girls Club of Northeastern Pennsylvania. Today I'd like to give you a brief description about the two types of accounts that are opened up the most at banks, and they are checking accounts and savings accounts. Upon entering a bank to open up either a checking or a savings account, they will require a primary form of ID, such as a birth certificate, driver's license, or even a passport. And if you don't have one primary ID, then you can provide two forms of secondary ID, such as credit cards or a work or college ID. In addition, we would need your social security number, date of birth, address, and phone number. The primary purpose of a checking account is to hold money in a secure spot for a short period of time so that it's available for you when you need to pay bills and other expenses. Most people deposit or have their payroll checks deposited into their checking accounts. One of the most important things about maintaining a checking account is that you do not spend more than what is in that account. So it is very important for you to always keep track of the balance. You can do that manually with the ledger that the bank will provide to you, and here's how you do that. Let's just say you came into the bank and you opened an account for $100. That would be your beginning balance. Then say you went to the Dollar General and you made a purchase for $5. You would subtract that out, leaving you with a new balance. The next day you got gas for your car for $45, subtracting that out, leaving you with another new balance. On the third day, you made a deposit of $100 of cash. Well, you would add that in, leaving you a balance of $150. You will get a monthly statement that you can compare your figures to and balance with. Notice that there is a deposit column, a payment column, a transaction column, and a date column. Remember to always carry your figures over, either adding or subtracting them in, and that would give you the final balance. Notice also that there is a fee column, and again, you want to avoid that by making sure that you have enough funds in your account at all times to cover whatever expenses and whatever purchases that you make. Most people, however, prefer to keep track of their balances electronically with the bank's online banking services. After signing up on the website, which is very secure and for your viewing only, all activity on your checking account, along with the balance, is available for your review. Most banks also have a mobile app where you can do the same thing right from your phone. There are two important things to remember about online banking. First, debit card purchases usually deduct immediately out of your account, unlike credit card purchases, which you will not see come out of your checking account, but you will instead receive a separate monthly bill for. The second thing to remember is that checks usually take days to weeks to come out of your balance. Even though check writing is becoming more of a thing of the past because most people prefer to pay things electronically, your bank can still order checks for you. Here is an example of writing a check. Writing out a check is very simple. All you have to do is fill in the blanks. Starting with the date, the pay to the order of is who you are making the check payable to, the block, which is where you would put the numerical amount, and then on the next line you would actually spell the amount out with however many cents over 100. You would fill in the rest of the line, leaving no room for alterations, and then you would just sign the check. Up here is all your personal information, your name, your address. Down here is the routing number, which each bank is assigned. This would be your account number, which only you are assigned. You would place the check in an envelope and mail, and you are finished. Our most basic savings account is meant for just that, saving. For say a car or a house. It is preferred that you do not have a debit card attached to your savings account because there are federal regulations restricting usage and electronic activity on this type of account. This account is meant more for stashing money away for a rainy day or setting money aside for long-term goals. They also are mostly interest-bearing accounts, which means they can earn interest or make money. Like a checking account, you do need to keep track of the balance on this account also, and you can do so manually or online as well. In conclusion, I would just like to say that there are several other types of accounts that you can open up at banks. If you choose Fidelity Bank, just stop in at any one of our local branches, and any one of our universal representatives would be more than happy to help you. Thank you and have a great day.